Hello, everyone. This is September the 21st, Wednesday, 2022. It is 10 a.m. and the temperature is 16 degrees Celsius. All right, I'm starting my walk at City Hall, which is right over there, downtown Halifax. That is City Hall. There's a stage set up in front of it, so not sure what's going to be going on the stage. But anyway, there's usually something going on here quite often. So anyway, I'm walking from City Hall, downtown Halifax, and we'll see where my feet take me today. How's that? It'll be a surprise for you. Wherever we go, it will be a surprise. Okay? Because I don't know where I'm going myself, but I'm going to walk. I'm going to end up going west for sure. All right, where do you want to go now? We don't want to go that way. Scotia Square's up there. I don't want to go there this morning. I hung out there long enough yesterday to do me for quite a while. So we'll make our way over towards Spring Garden Road, and then we'll go west from there. Okay? Looking down on the park here, which is known as the Grand Parade in Halifax. That's what they call this park. Beautiful little spot right in the middle of the city. And I see they've got another name, the Grand Oasis, which it is. It's right in the middle of the city, and it's a little oasis, a nice spot to sit down, take a break, and rest. And usually you can get Wi-Fi in here too, from the city somewhere. You pick up Wi-Fi. So that's always good. Here's some of the pubs and stuff that's still going. They still got outdoor patios. Let's see, you got Five Fishermen, Little Fish Oyster Bar. That's all in place, I guess. Then you got the Fisherman's Social, the Dome, the Decks. I remember when they built that. Those are all steel beams inside that building. And when they came, they just fit. It was inches to spare. It was amazing how it just was perfect fit. So you got now three. You got a floor level, and then you got 2 deck levels. So pretty good. Maybe 3. I have never been up there, but it looks like possibly 3 deck levels. I was out yesterday. What a difference in today and yesterday. It was raining and the wind was blowing so hard. I did make a video, but it turned out to be a short one. It was a half hour or less because the wind was blowing so hard. But I tried to stay out of the wind, and I always love it when I run into people on the street and I get an interview with them and they're outspoken about stuff. So I got a surprise street interview yesterday with a homeless fellow, and I asked his permission if I could film him while he was talking, and he said yes. So I hope you enjoyed that one. If you saw it, it will be up today, Wednesday. You'll see this one on Friday. So I hope you saw it on Wednesday. He claimed, I can't back him up, or I can't dispute it, but he claims that he went to the hospital for something. He had a hospital band on his wrist, and he said security guards took him outside and beat him up. And if that's true, then somebody needs to look into that. But I don't know. I wasn't there. I just recorded what he had to say. And he said that he just went up there to see about something else, and they took him out and beat him up. And so I don't know. Anyways, I got the interview on yesterday's video. Yesterday's now. today's be Wednesday. Today it's on today, but you won't see this one till Friday. So if you go back to Wednesday, if you missed that one, check it out. You be the judge. If he's telling the truth, I don't know. I don't know him. I just met him first time yesterday. I was walking by him by Tim Hortons down by the waterfront, and I was trying to do a video in the wind, and he hollered to me, and so I turned around. He started talking, and wanted to know if I could buy him a coffee. I did. So I went in and got one for myself and one for him, and came out and I sat down with him for a while, and I did the interview with him. And that's what he told me. That's the story he told me. That what happened, his experience. I asked him why they did it. He said they do it all the time up there to homeless people. So I don't know. I take it for what it is. I'm not saying they do or they don't. I'm just saying what he told me. If that's true, that's a pretty serious thing. If it's not true, then we don't want to accuse them of that. So it's a touchy thing. I don't know. I have no way of knowing if he could be schizophrenia and he thinks that's what happened. I don't know, but maybe it really did. I can't say. All I do is present the interviews I get on the street and the opinions of people. And if they're not truthful, I can't help that. I don't know. I can't say. Maxwell's Plum, I've heard different reviews on that place. Some people say that it takes too long to get the food, but I don't know. Never ate there. Wow, they've turned this place into quite the... We got snack trucks here and tables to sit down. I haven't ever been by here at night. I got to take a walk by here at night and get a night video soon, because soon the cold weather will be here and there won't be much to see at night. So I need to do that. And I want to see what these things are going on down here. They got speakers there. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe come down and have a look. Got to come down at night and make a night walking video. Haven't done one of those for a while. I think it's about time, maybe. Today's a great day. Yesterday was cold and rainy. I had to button my coat up today. My coat's open. I don't really need it, but it's got pockets, and I like to have a coat with pockets so I can put some of my things in my pockets, and like my phone when I'm not doing a video, and my wallet, and different things like that. Put them all in my pocket, so that's why I like to wear a jacket. And here we are on the pizza corner, which we've looked at before. The pizza corner, world famous pizza corner. Pizzas abound on this corner. No matter what pizza you like, there's one for you here at this corner. Well, I have to pass this along because I'm overjoyed at this. You remember hearing me doing my rants about my Chevy Trax and how awful it was, what a horrible car that was? Well, you won't hear me ranting anymore about that. That Chevy Trax is no longer in our life. Thanks, I'm proud to say that we traded that in, and we now have a nice Nissan Murano, beautiful car. And we haven't had an issue with it yet. So it's like promising to be a really good automobile. Well, now I'm going up by the old library. This used to be the library before they built the new one. Before I ever came down to Halifax, okay? We've been here 4 years, and that wasn't the library then. They were holding night court in here. When we came here, we were walking through this path, and there's a sign up there about what nights they were having night court. See, the sign's still there, night court. But I don't think they use it for that anymore. Yeah. I don't think they use it anymore now for night court or anything else. There's Winston Churchill. I haven't looked at this for a long time. A lot of you folks haven't seen my early videos when I used to show these things, so I can go back and show it again for those that haven't seen it in any of my videos. This statue right here is Winston Churchill. I don't think he needs any introduction, but just in case. It stands about, I'd say about 14 feet. I'm a pretty good judge of distance. I say that's about 14 feet high, maybe, somewhere in that vicinity. So, anyway, Winston Churchill. And there's something else changed up here. Remember when I used to show you the little Fiat car in the store window up here? It had a cardboard Obama in it, driving it. Well, they finally changed that. Did away with the little Fiat car and got something else in the window now. We will go see what it is, because I've only seen it from a distance, and I need to kind of see it up close to see what it is. Looks like a pony with paint splashed all over it, but let's go look and see what they've done at Diggers on the corner of Brunswick and Spring Garden Road. What do you think? What do you think of this horse or pony? This is a pony, I think. Not big enough to be a horse. Or it's a baby horse. Well, he's quite the pony. He's colorful. He likes to wear lots of colors, I see. Well, okay. Enough about the pony, the horse, whatever it is. Diggers has got great clothes in there. Wonderful stuff. Wonderful stuff in Diggers. Well, we're walking up Spring Garden Road now. There's the library right there. And inside that library, that's a lot more than the library. Inside that library, there's a coffee shop. And how would you like to have a look in there? You want to have a look inside that library? Okay, let's do that. I don't think they'll mind if I walk in there and just look around, show what it looks like. I don't think they'll mind. Can't say for sure, but they'll take a look anyways. It's a library, it's a public space. I don't think they'll mind if I show a video in there. I won't do too much because I don't want to. There's a lot of people that go in there that are homeless and things, and they don't want to be seen on video. So I have to respect that too. And maybe we'll just look into the window. I'll show you where the coffee shop is over here. It's at this end. The coffee shop is right here. You can see the tables. And the coffee shop is right there. Okay? Very nice. I've had coffee in there 2 or 3 times. And I'll show you some stuff down here. I think I won't go inside because I don't want to risk getting people upset because I'm videoing them. I'm just going to do stuff out here. Okay, and there's seats in there where you can sit down, all those nice big chairs. And also, there is plug-ins for your cell phones. You can go and sit in these chairs and plug your cell phone in and charge it all back up again. And there's magazines over there and TVs to watch. It's pretty amazing. There's a lot more in there than just a library. Libraries are more now than they used to be. And there's public washrooms in there. There's feminine products for women in the washroom. All kinds of stuff like that. It's quite a building now. And an impressive structure too, because it's a nice glass building. It's beautiful. Okay, let's continue on. Spring Garden Road. And we'll see where our feet take us. This building here is coming right along now. Last summer when I was down here, they were blasting. This summer it was climbing. And now it's up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Looks like they're going for a 7th floor at least. So that's pretty nice. Let's take a walk down this side street here. Okay, if you want, and I'll show you a few new buildings that's down here. This is Queen Street. And these are all new condos over here, all these buildings. And it looks like there's more to this yet. It's going to go all the way down to that building. So a lot more stuff to add to this yet. Probably a condo going to go up here or something. And those are all brand new. $1470 Queen Street. Yeah, that behind that board is going to be another building, or it could be a continuation of that one. Not really sure yet. This is going to be a great walk. I just know it is. We're going to have fun out here today and enjoying the beautiful, nice, warm morning. No rain, no wind. So different from yesterday. Oh, that's noisy. That's very noisy. I'm covering up my microphone because it's too noisy. That is loud. I can't talk. Okay, there, now I can talk. This is the back end of the library. Okay, if you can walk, I could have walked right through that building and come out here, but I just took the street because sometimes it's better not to do videos, even though you might be allowed, but better not to. And this is a beautiful patio area out back here. I've had coffee out here a couple of times, buy it inside the library and then bring it down here, or up to Tim Hortons, which is nearby here too. So let's see. These big square things with the trees in the middle, they're about 10 feet long, 4 ways around. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of those in here. And then you have tree planters along the edge and some plastic chairs. Goes right around, and great place to sit out here in the summertime, even days like this. This is a fall day, might as well say. It's pretty much in the fall. And it's beautiful out here, and this is a great, as I call it, an oasis out here. Look at all these plants and flowers and shrubs and bushes and trees. Beautiful out here. We'll just stand back here and get a little picture of the library from here. There you go. There's the library. There. And this is the whole deck area out here. They're not too big on tables out here. I don't think there's any such thing as a table. There's lots of chairs, but I don't believe there's any tables. But you can sit in a chair like this and put your coffee on that if you wanted. That make that into a table. But there's no really designated tables, but lots of places to sit. And when the sun's shining really bright, I can attest to this. You get underneath one of these things right here, and it's way cooler, and the sun will stay off of you. And they're also quite waterproof. You get underneath one of those when it's raining, and it will help. I'm not saying they won't drip through. I don't know. Maybe they will, but they're bound to help. So that's that. There's a new building going up right over here. Let's go see what this is. Let's go exploring. I've never seen this one before. This is something new to me. I haven't been back here for a while, behind the library. I have been back here, but not for at least 2 months. It was early summer when I came back here. Looks pretty nice. Well, it's going to be a building and a nice, looks like that'll be a glass window area and an entrance probably. Looks very nice and impressive. Halifax is a city that's growing, a very progressive city. It's on the move and growing, and you have all kinds of interesting things here for people. So I hope that's about it for the patio behind the library. So you got lots of room to relax here, back here, lots of room. So aren't those sunshades great? You can just sit in the right spot underneath them. The sun won't shine down on you. Great. I made use of it one day. They block out the sun really well. You know. But I would imagine before the first snow, they'll be taking them down because they don't want snow to get on them and ruin them. So they have to take them down when summer's over, fall's over. Well, let's go back. How about we go back up onto, we'll go 1 block around the back here and we'll go back up from here onto Spring Garden Road again. But there's no sidewalk on that side and I want to go west. So we'll go down here and we'll go back across on this side street and we'll go back up the other side of that construction area. All right. Oh, somebody pressed the walk. I might as well take advantage of it too and get right across here. There we go. All right, I'm on Clyde Street, which I've been on a few times. Of the course that I've been here, probably over the last 4 years, I've been over it probably. I've probably been on Clyde Street at least 25 times, taking a guess, in the last 4 years. Mainly because of the construction there, and there's no sidewalk on going west on the left side of the street. So you come down a little short block and then go behind all the things and then walk back out again after you're past the construction. So that's the logic for taking Clyde Street. It's a blend of the old and the new. There's the old block, and there's the new block. All brand new, the whole block. I think we can go up this street now, and we'll be out of the construction. We'll continue on up Spring Garden Road. All right, we are on Birmingham Street, which runs north and south across the Spring Garden Road as well. And we're going to get another noisy cement truck. So bear with me. I'm not going to haul very well. I'm passing that cement truck, okay? So I'll stop talking now until we get past it. there. You can get a better look at the construction project from back here. The library was over there, the glass building. And this stuff is all, oh, excuse me, something stuck in my throat there. This stuff I would imagine is all condos. Looks like condo kind of a type of a building. Or apartment, maybe both. Yeah, the Starbucks is right up there. I think on the, if not this corner, the next corner. Yeah, it might be the next corner. Starbucks is handy here. It's just around the corner, not very far, maybe a block. Yeah, another block. But some of these blocks are small. So it might not be that far. There's Tim Hortons across the street where I go. I used to go all the time. And now there's not enough chairs in there. After the pandemic came, they took all the chairs out. They gradually put a few back, but they haven't got the same amount they had before. So it's, hey, how you doing? So yeah, so I don't go to Tim Hortons over there that much because they don't have enough chairs in there. I do go once in a while, and I won't say I never go. I go once in a while, but it's not the same as it used to be when they had it full of chairs. We had stools by the window. Took the stools out, took about half the chairs out. It's not the same anymore. Starbucks got lots of place to sit in there. There's Starbucks right there. One of my favorite spots as well. I like sitting by the stool so I can look out the window when I'm having my coffee. Well, I got a green. I guess I better go while it's green. Okay, I got to tell you what streets we're on here. At the corner of, if I can get a name here for the street, I'll pass it on here. But so far I haven't found a street sign here, so I don't think I can tell you what that size street is. All right, we will. I won't be able to tell you that. Like, well, sometimes those streets just don't have a sign on them anywhere. So, anyway, that's on Spring Garden, just down, just about a half a block from Tim Hortons. You keep on going past Tim Hortons, the other side of the street, you'll come to Starbucks. This is an absolutely beautiful day for this time of year. It's late in the year now, and it's starting to cool down now. But today it's humid. It's really a humid type of a day today. Warm as can be. That little Park Lane Plaza in there, it's like a mall, but very tiny. I was making a video in there one day, and I got approached by the people in charge. Told me I wasn't allowed to do that in there. There's not much of a mall anyways. It's just tiny little place. But they didn't really want me to make videos in there, so. Hello. The ambulance stopped there, some situation going on. Maybe at McDonald's, possibly. Or maybe up at the hotel. The Lord Nelson Hotel is up above there. Not sure. Okay, Timothy, here's your hotel right there. Looking right out on Spring Garden Road. The world famous Lord Nelson Hotel and Suites. Right there. On the corner of South Park and Spring Garden. All right, we'll continue on up Spring Garden Road, westbound on Spring Garden. There's Victoria Park. I did a video all about Victoria Park once and got an interview with a guy that was a drug addict and told me all about his life, and that was a chance. The interview on the street too. You never know when things like this will come along. I love it. I love it when I get a chance to do stuff like that. It doesn't bother me at all. I don't care what walk of life you came from. If you want to talk about issues, I'm all ears, and I'm going to keep my phone going. I record it and put it on YouTube so people can see what you have to say. I hope I have enough space on my phone to make this video. I was going to erase my last two videos before I started this one. And guess what? I forgot. They're still on my phone, but I think it might be okay. It holds quite a bit. I can usually get 3 videos on here. So I should be okay. But I definitely have to erase them all after this one. The street's a little quieter up in this part. The business part ends right there by Eastlink and the Lord Nelson. And this part here is going up towards the university and medical places and that kind of stuff. And over there, don't forget, that's the Halifax Public Gardens. Just that park right across the street is Halifax Public Gardens. So we'll probably go a little ways up here. I don't think we'll stay right on Spring Garden, but we'll jig-jag around, okay? And we'll make you a nice video today. We are now at 5770 Spring Garden. How do I know that? There's a building right there. Okay. Lots of this wrought iron fence in Halifax. It's all over the place. It's everywhere. Fences, wrought iron fences everywhere you look. It exists in Halifax. Parking is at a premium in the city. There's way more cars than there are parking spaces. I can attest to that. So I got to pass this on to you folks. Thursday last week, I came in to get my second eye done, my cataract removed. It was difficult because it was not like the first one. It was a little more hard to get out, but they did a fine job. It was a little sore and swollen for the first day or two, and gradually it's getting less and less. But my vision now is, when I compare to what I had a year ago. There's no comparison. My vision now, I think I still probably need to get my eyes tested and possibly get glasses. I think so, because I wore glasses before I ever had cataract. But all the same, my vision has improved so much. It's like night and day. Literally night and day. So I really enjoying things now that I can see them clearly. Thankful to the system that they got me in here, because there's a big backlog. Seems like everybody's got cataracts these days. And you don't have to be my age to have them. There's people younger than me that have cataracts. So it's a big deal, because a lot of that. Thankfully, it's a simple surgery. Don't take long. And I'm glad to report that I see really well now. Things are sharp and clear, and I do have some reading glasses they help me for reading, because I always need them anyway. Just for seeing, walking around, there's a certain distance that's perfect. Then beyond that, it gets a little fuzzy, but that's just because I probably need glasses for a little bit farther away, but I'm still all right. And we'll get to that in time. I gotta get all healed up good before I do an eye test, and because I might improve a little bit more yet before that. So no sense in getting glasses too soon, because my vision could get a little bit better yet. And yeah, I'm not worried about it. I can see good anyway. I can read my phone, which I couldn't do before. So we're still on Spring Garden Road for a bit, but I need to jig around a little bit here so we can try some other streets. Look at the scooter going there. Wow, that thing's moving right along. He's got a seat on it. Spring Garden and Carlton Street. See lots of leaves on the ground. But it's a great day. Not the least bit cold at all. It feels like rain is about to descend on us, but hopefully not. Don't want any rain, because rain just gets in the way when I'm trying to make a video. I didn't bring my umbrella today because the weather said sun and clouds this afternoon, but there is a chance of rain. There's 1 hour this morning or this afternoon, I forget now what it said. There's 1 hour in there where it could rain, but so far no rain. So it rained earlier this morning, but no rain now, so I'm enjoying this, because I need to get this video out, because I got to keep them coming, because the competition is getting severe here in Halifax. There's a lot of people making videos now, and so I have to stay on top of this and get my videos out here. I wish I had more time. If I didn't have so many other things to do, I'd step it up a little bit, maybe make a little bit more, but might be able to do that once in a while anyway. I want to come over on the weekend, do some of the night stuff with the restaurants and bars and stuff all open. Maybe Friday night, maybe. We'll see how that goes. We'll see how that goes. Maybe, it's a thought. So that would squeeze in might squeeze in one, or I could use it for Monday. We'll see. I have a lot of things to do through the week, so I try to spread myself around a little bit. On the corner of Spring Garden and Robie. Well, here's what's here. There's Bank of Nova Scotia. You got Charger Burgers and Subway on this corner. Got you got an office tower right there where my eye doctor is. In that office tower right there. And Bank of Nova Scotia, I guess I said that, and there's residential after that. Okay, let's go across here. Robie and Spring Garden, and now we're going to go north from here. Take a change of direction, and we're going to head north on this corner. And no, I'm not going to go on Quinn Pool today. I was there last week, so we're going to go right past that today. I'm not just sure where I'm going to end up. So far, no rain. That's all I care. If it starts to rain, I've got to run for cover because I don't have an umbrella with me. I didn't want to carry it around if it's not going to rain. I carried it yesterday, and I'm glad I did because there was a lot of rain, but it was also very windy, so it was hard to use an umbrella. But I have discovered one thing. If you got a good umbrella that will stand up in the wind, you can make a video out in the wind because you can block the direction the wind's coming from with your umbrella. And it's calm under there underneath your umbrella, and you can talk in there and there's no wind roar, anything. It works really well to make a video out in the wind is use an umbrella. Well, I had a couple of times yesterday. I couldn't even tell where the wind was coming from all directions. There's an empty lot right there. It'll probably be getting snapped up before long. I'm sure it will. And we're on the back end of the... Well, that right there is not public gardens. That's a graveyard in there. And I saw the grave of Alexander Keith, the guy that started the Alexander Keith Brewery. He's buried in there. I'm not sure about any other famous people, but probably is. Walking northward on Robie. I thought I'd dig right in at my video first thing this morning and get it done, and then I'll have some spare time after that. Sometimes I go for coffee first, and I procrastinate. I sit there too long. Yeah, my day is half over before I get started. But today, I decided to dive right in and do my video first. Not a bad idea, because we don't know what the weather's going to do today. Hopefully I can get my video done before I see any rain. I think I can make it. Try our best and hope for the best. Very busy out yet this morning because a lot of people are still going to work. They work different hours and things like that. And a lot of people that are working doing these driving by here. They are at work. They're going from one spot to another to do something. A lot of contractors doing that kind of work. City people working. And people like me, not working, because I'm retired. So I got a good reason not to work. When I was working, very seldom ever missed a day at work. I would go a full year and not ever take a day off. And even vacation time. I used to work right through my vacation. They'd pay me for my vacation pay, but I keep right on working. I think I took a vacation maybe twice in like 15 years maybe at that job. I might have taken vacation twice. Now my wife, she takes her vacation every year, and she's entitled to it. That's her, but me, I was different. I didn't want to take it very often. Now it's all vacation now. I got lots of time now. It is warm out here. I feel the humidity in the air. Passing the Halifax Infirmary, I guess it's the Veterans Hospital, whatever you want to call it. One place it says Veterans, up here it says Halifax Infirmary. But I guess it's all the same thing, as far as I can tell. I'm going to change hands just to give my right arm a break. There. That wasn't too bad. Nice little Remembrance Day thing over there. Can't honor the veterans, right over there. So Canada remembers. Isn't that nice? Yeah, I think so. Okay, let's continue. So I am still on Robie Street, going northward. This will take me right over into the heart of the North End if I walk that far. I'm not sure where I'm going to go yet, but I might walk all the way over there. I haven't hung out at the North End for quite a while now. So I just might want to do that. Yeah, who knows? I might want to go all the way over. I think there's a good chance I might do that. Walking is good for the body anyways. So I don't mind walking because it keeps you in shape, keeps your body physically fit. As we age, we need more exercise. I'm not too big on lifting weights and all that kind of stuff, but I do a bit of exercise like that, but most of my exercise comes from walking. Once in a while I step it up and run, but I'm not a runner, but I do run a little bit. Things have a different perspective when you're in a different part of the city and you're looking at the same thing. Like, if I get a good spot here, we'll look back out over the city from here and things look a whole lot different. I think those buildings right over there are the ones by Staples and Gottingen area. They look different from over here because you don't realize when you're on the other side looking over what they look like from this side. You can actually see them pretty good here too. And now we are getting back to Quinpool, which we're not going to use today. Quinpool's not a street I want to do every day, just like once in a while, right? Not every day. This is a busy intersection right here. Very, very busy intersection. Now how do I get across here? I got no button to push. I'm not sure. I guess I can walk out to here because cars can't come through here. So I can walk this far and then wait for a green hand, I guess. Look, you got one street going down that way, and then this one is split. You got one down and one up. And then you got this one, and you got one that way, and one that way. It's like spokes on a wheel almost. Yeah, there's no button over here, so I have to just wait until I get a walk. Then I'll briskly try to get across. And that is Halifax Common area, the grass and all that stuff over there. The armory's way over in the distance. I'll be getting, there we go. Now we try to make it across before the walk sign changes. It's quite a long way. I didn't get far today. This is the building that's going up here. So if you want to tell how big it's going to be, let's count the floors. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 25 stories. According to that. Looks nice. Nice building. Gradually our city grows. Another one tall building after another. I love it. It don't bother me. The more they build, the better. Because I like a city that's on the move, it's thriving, it's things being built, stuff going up. My kind of city. I don't like a city that's been 50,000 population 20 years ago and it's 52 now. No, that's not my idea of a city. Don't really care for that. Here's something proposed right here in this area. Okay, Fowler, Ball, and Mitchell, on behalf of the property owner, is asking to change the landscaping for a proposed, approved commercial and residential building. We don't know any more about it than that, but it would fit right in here with the tall buildings over there and that one, and now one right here. That would be great. I don't see anything wrong with that, sure. It could fit right in here. And you have another tall one over here, so for sure it would fit in good there. Well, I didn't know when I started out where I was going to go, but now it looks like my destiny is clear. I'm going to the north end. I haven't hung out up at Tim Hortons in the north end for a long time. So I think I signed that I journeyed up there and had my fill of coffee. Whether it be 1 or 2, I'm not sure. But I have to have my fill of coffee for sure. A lot of talk about coffee. They used to tell us coffee was bad for you, but now they discovered that it will keep you from a lot of things, like it'll fight off cancer and stuff like that. I don't think it will cure you if you have it, but it'll prevent it. So they say that if you drink 3 cups of coffee a day, not absolutely, you can't get cancer, but it's supposed to help protect you from it. So, there you go. I don't know, maybe. Maybe it's true. I don't know. They say a lot of things. But for 71, I'm pretty healthy. I do a lot of walking. Most people my age are on blood thinners or blood pressure pills or heart medication or whatever. I'm not on anything. Nothing. Don't take a single medication. The strongest thing I take is a Tylenol. I do suffer with sinuses. Once in a while I buy those Tylenol sinus for pressure, because that builds up pressure and sometimes it does don't feel that great. So sinuses is my biggest issue. Did you know, oh, excuse me, I haven't got COVID. I got a drip down my throat it's my sinuses again. I was just talking about it, but my sinuses drip down my throat and get me gagging sometimes. But what was I going to say? Something about, oh yeah, did you know they don't perform sinus operations very much now? Because they don't work. My aunt, my mother's sister, had a sinus operation. Didn't help her a bit. It filled right back in again. And that was quite an operation. She was in the hospital for 4 or 5 days after that. And didn't help her a bit. So they pretty much don't do them much now, because for that reason they don't work that way. Look, here's another corner we could get a building on. No doubt they've already been looking at it because they got a fence around it. Look at this area right here. Why else would they have a fence around it if they weren't going to use it, right? Nice big area for another tall building. Oh, I love it. Love it. Love to see these things going up. As we lived in Toronto for 15 years, and I gotta say I do miss it up there in a lot of ways, but I love it here too. Halifax is a wonderful city. Great place. A great place is Halifax to live. Recommend it. I highly recommend it to anybody. Come to Halifax. It's not Toronto, but nobody claims it to be Toronto. It's its own city. It's got its own vibe, its own feel to it. And it's not Toronto for sure, but it is a very nice city. And it's a city that's growing. And if you're in the working age, it's not hard to get a job here. Everybody that comes down here winds up having to find a job. There's all kinds of things to work at. There's transportation to no end. There's courier work. They can't find enough help. They're all the time trying to find people to do that job. And there's fast food. They don't pay great, but it's a good starter job if you just got here. The best people for fast food jobs are if you got a spouse that's making real good money and you don't really need the money really bad, you might want to do fast food just so you can meet people, and it's better than sitting around the house twiddling your thumbs. You can go out and work in a restaurant and you get to know the clientele and the workers that you work with, and it's good that way. So that would be helpful to some people. But there's truck driving jobs, and there's security work. There's all kinds of that around here. There's all the garbage companies were looking for help a while back for working on garbage trucks, and there's all kinds of stuff to work at here. Roofing, because there's in construction there's loads of jobs working in construction. Absolutely, lots of jobs in that field, because construction never ends here. There's always construction going on here. Robie's quite a long street. I've been walking on this for quite a while. But that's okay. Maybe you like these long walks. I did a short one yesterday. I'll make up for it today. I'll give you a nice long walk today. I walked all the way from downtown up Spring Garden Road, partly across Grafton or Argyle, one of those streets. And then I walked up Spring Garden to Robie, and I'm walking all the way across Robie to Yonge Street. I'm not there yet, but I will be before too long. There's the Irving. Sometimes I run into my wife here, because sometimes she has to stop in there partway through her day and get some fuel there. That's where they get their fuel if you work for Midland, if you're over here, because Midland is a Irving-owned company. I see another crane over there. I don't know if I've seen that before, maybe. Not sure. Can't tell from here, but if I walked over, I could. But I don't think I will. I'm going to stay right on Robie till I get over to my famous corner, Yonge and Robie. Anybody that watched my videos all the time would know that that's my favorite hangout in the North End, Yonge and Robie, at Tim Hortons by the Esso. I have a few other places too. I like Tim Hortons down by the waterfront. I like Starbucks on Spring Garden Road. Yeah, there's a few other ones. I like the library coffee shop too. You don't sit in there, but you go buy your coffee, and there's places to sit in the library. So it's the same thing. Very nice. And if you got your phone that's getting down a little bit, you can charge it up in there. And I carry a battery. I don't worry about charging my phone anywhere, because kind of a pain sometimes. You're a long ways from the plug. So I got a battery, and it'll charge my phone for sure twice, and then have some left over. And it might charge it 3 times, I'm not sure. But it's more than I need in a day. So when I'm out, I got my battery with me and a little patch cable, and especially after making a video, and my battery's probably down a little bit, I'll go sit and have a coffee. Got my headphones with me, listen to some music, and plug in my battery. And before I leave, it's all charged right back up. Look at all these leaves here. Look at that. Steps are covered in leaves from these trees here. Fall is nice, really. Fall can have some nice days. The winter are the three bad months. You know, December's not too bad. It gets really cold around Christmas time, but November's okay. A little chilly sometimes, but tolerable and not too bad. And some days in December are okay. You make snow walking videos, and it's good that way. So December is good. The end of December, from Christmas on, Christmas week, almost without fail, it turns really cold. And then it's cold all through January and February and March, because the wind never stopped blowing out of the north, and it's really awful. So that's some people might say winter's great because you got a snowmobile, or they go up to the ski slopes, Wentworth, up there, there's great ski slopes, and they ski, or they play hockey, or they skate. They like all this stuff, and they find winter great. Well, I don't do any of that stuff. I don't ski I don't skate. I don't snowmobile. I don't go sliding. I don't do anything in the winter except wait for spring. I do make my videos in the winter because I got to make them regardless of if it's cold or warm. Well, right now, I'm at the corner of North Street and Robie. North Street's right there. Go straight down to the Angus MacDonald Bridge. If you want to go to Dartmouth, you can take North Street right down and put you right on the bridge and take you over to Dartmouth really quick, okay? I have good news today. My daughter in Ontario, the one that we went up in May and visited with her, she's coming down for, her and her boyfriend's coming down for Thanksgiving. And I don't know how long they're going to stay. If they're going to stay a week, that'd be nice. I don't know how long they're here for. But I'm really looking forward to it. And my little granddaughter is going to be coming with them. And all, she's just the sweetest little thing. And I can't wait to see them. I took a picture when my daughter was down here, and she had her little daughter with her. She was 5 months old then. And I took a picture of me holding her, and all smiles, and I was smiles, and it's on my phone, and I show it to anybody that wants to see it. So it's wonderful. Grandchildren are the best. They're something special about grandchildren, because you don't have the pain of the everyday things. All you do is just like them. You don't have to discipline. You don't have to put up with all the bad things that happen and then the messes they make, all that. You know, grandparents, we just have the good side of it. We have the good side of it, then we take them back to their parents. So it's great being a grandparent. And we're going to make good sure that little girl knows who we are. Me and my wife, that we're her grandparents. Roger, this is for you. Roger, I am walking on Robie in the North End. Does this look like Robie? Oh dear, this does not look like Robie, does it? No, it doesn't. It's growing up fast here. Look, the buildings are filling in with the glass windows now. Another one down there is quite high. This does not look like the Robie you knew. Roger, I wish you could come down here and just spend a few days walking around here. Wow, you'd be amazed. This area will never be the same again. We've got a whole new look to it now. Look at that. Love it. It's not up to the full height yet. And there's a spot right there that's going to get something. Right there. There's all fenced off, and they tore down all the buildings that were there. Somehow they spared this one on the end. Not sure why, but it's still there. All the rest of them, they tore them down. And I would assume something's going to get built there. They brought in a container to keep supplies in and things, and so I'm pretty sure something's going up there. Look at this, Roger. Isn't that a beautiful sight? Let's go down this side street where we can have a better look. Okay? And this is St. Albans, B-A-N-S, Albans, St. Albans Street. Wow, this is going to be solid buildings, right? True to Almond Street. Wow, this is pretty good. Love it, love it. And it's not going full height yet. Okay, we had a look at that. That looks really good. All right, let's go back out. And we'll walk the rest of the journey up to Young and Robie. At which point I will end my video and go for a coffee. St. Albans Street, right here at Speedy Muffler. Speedy Auto Service, not just Speedy Muffler. You know, they diagnosed a problem in that Chev Trax we had that nobody else, we took it. It wasn't this garage, there's a Speedy Auto Service down in Spryfield. And I went there, just picked it out of the phone book or off my phone and called them, and they had, that was on like a Monday or something, and they said they could get me in on Friday. We took that car, because it always had an engine light on, and sometimes they'd turn it out in the garage and do this, do that, do something else. Then a couple of days later, the engine light would be back on. Nobody could seem to solve the problem. And I went to Speedy in Spryfield. They fixed another problem for me because the car was missing, and so they fixed that problem for me. It was a coil, the wires, and those funny little plugs they put them on. It was that. They had to change all that stuff, and then it ran smooth, but the engine light was still on. And they told me that something inside the motor, and it was pretty serious because they said if the engine light goes from solid to start to blinking, they said pull over right away or you'll blow the motor out of it. And I didn't like the sound of that. And they couldn't fix it there. They said you're going to have to go to a dealership. And I know I'm looking at a couple $1,000 if I go to a dealership with some internal motor problems. So, excuse me, I got something stuck in my throat. Try not to cough and gag, but sometimes I can't help it. So, anyway, we decided it was running pretty good. Cleaned it all up, vacuumed it, washed it, shined it, made it look as good as it could. We took it and traded it in. Happy to say we don't drive it anymore. It's gone. Don't want another one. In fact, I don't want another Chevrolet. So maybe you have a Chev and you like it, but I've had my fill of Chevrolet, and I don't think they could sell me another one. I'm pretty sure it'd have to be some smooth talkers to get me to invest in another Chevrolet. They used to be great cars. I had a Chev Cavalier that was worry-free. That car never cost me hardly anything. But that's when Chev was making good products. Now this is my opinion, of course. Well, Chevrolet, don't sue me. I'm entitled to my opinions. And my opinion is the new Chev cars are no good. But that's my opinion. So, so when I had my Cavalier, man, that car I bought used for $5,500. It was an off lease. And everything was put back in top shape because it was just an off lease car. And I bought it. I drove it for 5 years. Nothing except the battery and a couple of muffler clamps and regular maintenance like oil changes and tires and stuff like that. That's all that cost us in 5 years. Now my wife had her own car and I had my Cavalier, so we didn't drive it as much as we do now. Excuse me. What? So that might have helped, but I drove back and forth from Newmarket to Toronto for about 2 years with that car. And then we moved down into Toronto. I didn't have to drive so much then. But that car worked so good. It was a standard transmission, 6-cylinder motor, I was like an inline 6, and it was nice. That was a reliable car. Ask anybody that ever had a Chev Cavalier, and they'll tell you the same thing. They'll rust out before they ever wear out, and I know that. The little gas cover, the cover that hides the round cover, the square cover that swings open. Every one of those, if you have a Cavalier long enough, that's going to fall off from rust. So anyway, I thought Chevrolet was good cars because I had such good luck with that Cavalier. But that was a different car and different time. Now, I wouldn't recommend it to anybody. No. You want a good car now? Go Japanese. Mazda, Nissan, Toyota makes good cars. Any of those Japanese makes are good. And Volkswagen has a pretty good record too. So those lots of options. That's where to look if you're buying a car today. Buying a used car. I don't know about a new one, but I've heard that Chevrolets have a lot of problems with new cars. Well, I'm almost to my corner here. I did quite a walk today. Spring Garden Road, Robie, to Young and Robie. Wow, great walk. Plus we did some side streets and stuff downtown. Yeah. This is great. Still moving, my video's still going, so we're okay. Busy here right now, noisy too. I haven't been up here for quite a while. So it's nice to be up here again, go in there for a coffee and relax. Yep, it will be fantastic. So, looks like I'm to my destination. I hope you enjoyed this walk. I know I did. I had a great time walking along, chatting with you folks. And if you liked this video, just hit that little thumbs up there, and I'll smile when I see it and say, oh, they like that video. Good, good. I try to make videos that people like. So, with that, if you are a subscriber, my thanks to you for becoming a subscriber. If you haven't become a subscriber yet, it costs nothing. Just push your finger on that subscribe button and then you'll get all my videos. And if you push that little bell, that it'll just give you, every time I make a video and ship it to YouTube, it'll go ding, and you can say, oh, Halifax Walker got a new video up. Yeah, and that's all it does. Okay? So, excuse me, I got something stuck in my throat today. But if that's the worst thing that happens, well, that's not too bad. So, anyways, have a wonderful day. Be safe. And we'll see you all in the next video. Bye for now.